Hi friends, I'm Miss Jess from the Children's Museum of Naples. Today I'm going to show you how we make Play-Doh for our art studio. So to get started, I have all of our ingredients pre-measured. I'm going to start with our dry ingredients. So here I have 2 cups of flour. I'm going to pour that over here into my electric skillet. So this is a cooked version of Play-Doh. To this, I am going to add a half a cup of salt. Right now, I don't have my skillet on. I'm just adding all of my ingredients. In here, I have 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. All right, so now I am going to take all of these and use my whisk, and I'm going to just combine them. I want to get everything nicely mixed before I add my wet ingredients. All right, that looks good. So in here, I have 2 cups of water. To the water, I am going to add food coloring. I like to add it at this step just because I find that it mixes in a lot easier than when I try to add color to cooked Play-Doh. I'm going to put in quite a lot of food coloring. I want to get a nice, rich red. If I just put a couple drops in, I'll end up getting more of a light pink. If you have other things at home, you might have some Kool-Aid. You can always use a packet of Kool-Aid to give color instead. Let's go ahead, adding that water and the food coloring. And the last thing I'm going to add is oil. I have over here 2 tablespoons of oil. Any kind of oil you have in your pantry at home is going to work. So now I'm going to give this all a good whisk to get everything combined. I still don't have my hot plate on. If you don't have something like this at home, you can make this on the stove. When I turn this on, I'm just going to put it on the warm setting. So if you want to cook it in a pot at home, you can do that just as easily. Not making a mess this time. All right, so once I get these ingredients starting to combine, I'm going to go ahead and I'll turn my hot plate on warm. I am going to stop using the whisk at this point because now we're making a dough, and the dough is going to get caught in the whisk. So I'll switch over to a wooden spoon. So in our art studio, we make Play-Doh frequently. If you visit us a lot, you'll see that we have Play-Doh there quite often, and we actually make fresh batches of Play-Doh every day. At home, you can actually keep this Play-Doh in your fridge for 3 to 4 weeks. Just put it in a zip-top bag or into a plastic container, and it will last. I just always say to just check it before you take it out to play with it, let it warm up a little bit, and make sure it still looks fresh. So right now I have my hot plate on, and I'm giving everything in here a good stir. As this starts to combine, it will cook. So if you've ever cooked dough on the stovetop before, you'll start to see that it comes together. Some of the parts you'll notice kind of take on a little bit of a cooked texture to it. It doesn't take too long, but it's going to take us just a couple of minutes to combine this. Now, remember at this step, you can have your children involved if that's something you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable having them stir because this is hot, they can always help you measure the ingredients and add everything while you do the stirring. Once this is done cooking, we're actually going to turn it out onto a tray. And we want to remember that it is going to be hot. So at that time, please don't let your kids touch it. You probably shouldn't touch it right away either. All right, this is coming together nicely. So through the magic of television, over here, I am just going to show you a completed version of the dough. You can see here that my Play-Doh has a really nice, soft texture. It's cooled down, so it's perfectly fine to play with. If you wanted, at this time, you could add some glitter to it, or if you have essential oils or even baking extracts at home, you can go ahead and add those in for a little bit more of a sensory experience by adding in a nice smell. If you have glitter, you could also add glitter into your Play-Doh at this time, although I know I can hear you saying, I don't want to add glitter in my house. And if you're ready, you can have the kids start playing with this. If you don't like to have Play-Doh in your house, you can always have the kids head outside onto the lanai or out into the backyard and start playing. Well, thank you so much for joining me to see how we make our Play-Doh here at Cmon. I hope you all have a great day and keep on playing and keep on learning at home.